guys, how's it going? It's Infernoman again. Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to do a speculation about the Pokémon Presents that's happening this upcoming Wednesday, and basically what everybody's speculating with the big announcement they teased at the end of the past one was, and of course, everybody's speculating that there is going to be Johto editions of the Let's Go games coming out this November, and I just wanted to discuss with you guys what I think about that, the evidence that's pointing towards it, and whether or not I want these games or not. So let's get started with the article that I found. It's from Ryan Craddock on NintendoLife.com. Rumor: Pokemon fans speculate that next week's big announcement is Let's Go Johto, and we don't blame them. So, I can't help but agree. I mean, Pokemon has just done that thing a lot where, you know, you can't always expect to get what you want and stuff like that. They're going to end up getting remakes of things that you don't want remakes for. People wanted remakes of Sinnoh games, but then we got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee announced. Then after that, they wanted it again, and then we got the Sword and Shield announcement. So this time, once again, of course, people are still expecting Diamond and Pearl remakes, but everything's leading into Johto remakes. So let's look at the evidence pointing towards it. So Mr. Ishihara, when at the beginning of the Direct, he was sitting in front of a bunch of plushies, as you can see on the shelves here. And thing that you might notice about a lot of these Pokemon, up here is Politoed, Sudowoodo, and Ampharos, the legendary box art legendary Pokemon from Gold and Silver, Typhlosion, Feraligatr, and the legendary dogs, and then Eevee sitting next to its Gen 2 evolutions, Umbreon and Espeon. Now, obviously a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, this must mean that there's something going on with Johto, or even Johto remakes again, and that's pretty believable. Like, the fact that there's so many Gen 2 Pokemon right behind Mr. Ishihara here, and it's just fingers are just pointing towards that, really. And, you know, of course there's going to be a bunch of Pikachu plushes and everything, but this one caught my eye, because as soon as I saw this during the actual Direct, the only thing that I could think of was Umbreon. And I was just like, why does this Pikachu look like an Umbreon? And then I noticed there's actual Umbreon and Espeon. You know, I didn't think about the Johto stuff at that time, but then when I saw that everybody else was speculating that stuff, I started to notice something. So yeah, obviously I'm not the only one, and obviously there's more people that think that. See, people actually circled the Johto Pokemon in the background, and here's a bunch of more tweets speculating it. So yeah, that. Basically, everybody at this point thinks that that's going to happen, and it's hard to disagree with them. Now, another image I want to show you guys is this one here, which is a leak that somebody pointed out on. I believe this is from Reddit, and it could be from something else. But it's basically, it says some leaks about the Crown Tundra and stuff like that, which I could totally get into another video, but this, I'm just going to talk about Let's Go Johto, or whatever game. Right here is what really catches my eye. It says Let's Go Umbreon and Let's Go Umbreon, which I can only expect means Let's Go Umbreon and Let's Go Espeon, announced for November 20th of this year. Shows both Johto and Kanto in this game, as well as some other things. Basically, just Johto remakes once again. And the only thing that throws me off here is that the fact that Umbreon and Espeon are the stars of the game. It seems kind of weird that both would be evolutions of Eevee, and I can't imagine that they'd have you start off the game with an evolution of a Pokemon. If you guys catch my drift here, I just think that if it is happening, which it's really probable, I don't think that Umbreon and Espeon will be the stars of the game, but, you know, it could happen, and, you know, even if it doesn't happen, I mean, it's just speculations here, and, Espeon and Umbreon just seem like the most unlikely mascots for these games, but, now, I want to move on to the next, next part of this video, which is, my opinions on this matter. So, Let's Go Johto, I think, is a good idea, but I'm gonna say not for right now. I mean, people have been expecting and wanting Gen 4 remakes since before Pokemon games started coming on the Switch. People expected that Gen 7 was gonna have Gen 4 remakes after Sun and Moon, even Ultra Sun and Moon. People were expecting those, but then they announced that those would be the last games on the 3DS, so, I think that the Gen 4 remake should be coming, and, I'm probably a little bit upset that they are not coming if this is true, but, you know, the idea is not terrible. To see Johto in a 3D HD remake would be fantastic, because even though we've already had Johto remakes before, once again, they were pixelated on the DS. But speaking of the DS, another thing that I think is a slight chance is that they put all those Gen 2 Pokemon in the background to throw us off to think about Gen 2 remakes, but in reality, it's kind of like a code, because the Gen 4, well, Johto games were remade in Generation 4 on the DS, and since people want Gen 4 remakes, it's kind of a bit of a stretch, but basically what I'm trying to say here is that they're trying to throw us off by making us think of Johto when we should be thinking of the generation that it was remade in last. So having us think of Gen 2 remakes, when was the last time that Gen 2 remakes happened? The answer is Generation 4. But that's a little bit of a stretch, that's probably very unlikely, but I'm just saying that it could happen, but it's still a little bit far-fetched. The last thing I wanted to say about these games is, how I feel about the games, as a whole. So, I've mentioned a few times before that Generation 2 games are, well, Gold and Silver are two of my favorite Pokemon games in the franchise. I really admire and love and cherish Generation 2, and I've played it so many times that I've lost count. And to play them again would be great, especially in a new way that would be different than before. But with Let's Go mechanics, I'm gonna have to say that that's probably not the best way. Because Let's Go mechanics, everybody knows, everybody was complaining about Let's Go mechanics, like missing Pokeballs and stuff like that. It's supposed to tie into Pokemon Go, but at the same time, like, the way that you catch Pokemon, it was really easy to miss the Pokemon, and, to have them bring back those mechanics, in my opinion, is not the greatest idea, but, I mean, if the games happen, it's not going to be something I'm necessarily going to be disappointed about. I think that they're games that I'm going to enjoy. Even when I doubted that Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu were going to be a thing when they were leaked, before they were actually announced, I doubted them as well, and I said that, no, this isn't going to happen, because partially I was upset and didn't think that Gen 1 needed another remake, which in reality it really didn't. But the games were still enjoyable, slightly, but I did put them in the D tier because I didn't like the mechanics when I did my Pokemon games tier list. So hopefully I like these games better than Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee if they do happen. That's just gonna be it about my speculation about this. So I will be live streaming my reaction to the Pokemon Presents this Wednesday. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure you ring my notification bell so you get notified about when I'm about to start streaming. This is actually going to be my first stream ever on this channel. I've been on this channel for about over a year now, and I've been wanting to live stream for a while, so it's a very exciting thing for me to start live streaming. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you ring my notification bell, or even follow me on Twitter so you get updates about when I'm going to start live streaming. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. In the comments, let me know if you agree with anything I said, even add in your own speculations of what might happen. This is Inferno Man burning out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.